How'd they do? It's Thursday. Look who's here. Danny, Bathrobe Tarot Danny, and Celtic Tarot Sheila. Woohoo! It's our February collaboration. So we're going to ask questions about the groundhog, Danny's favorite friend, and lots of fun questions. But why don't you guys tell everybody what's going on with what's up and coming on each of your individual channels? Who wants to go first?
Do you want me to go first, Danny?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have to think.
I felt it. Well, I do have a few things going on. Number one is Tony from Shining
Hawk Healing. Tony.
Hawk Healing. My brain. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
We get here and then it goes. So Shining Hawk Healing, Tony, I'm going to have a spiritual conversation with her. And she has picked the subject. And so that's going to be on my new channel, Spiritual Conversation. So I look forward to doing that. And my channel's doing pretty well. I've been doing a lot of remote viewing and it's been really interesting. And yeah, I'm diving into stuff that I just didn't think I could ever do. You know how we just challenge ourselves, but I'm challenging myself with the whole world watching. But anyways, and then of course today I get to collaborate with some of my favorite people on the face of this
world.
You know that remote view that you did to the center of the earth? That was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you. I learned a lot. I'm sorry, Lori, what'd you say?
I said I missed that one. I'll have to go watch it.
Yeah, it's good. Amazing. Yeah.
It's stamped, so you don't have to go through the whole video. It's time stamped. Okay, cool. Anyways, sorry, Danny. Go ahead.
For me, Tony's been really busy because I was on her channel 2 days ago, and then she was on your channel, and now she's gonna be on Sheila's channel. She's busy.
That girl gets around. You know what
I'm saying. She needs to. So what do I got going? Medium Kim and I are going to Mount Shasta in June, and we have people who are going to be joining us in June from the community. So I have an Eventbrite. We have an Eventbrite page set up. So if people want to look at it, they can either email me or and I'll give them the link. And then as far as I had something else, it was really important. It was so important. I can't remember.
Well, didn't you just do a video with Mel? Or am I wrong?
Mel?
Maybe it was Mel. Okay. It was somebody else.
Different guy.
A different favorite guy.
A different favorite guy.
Yeah.
Someone else gets around too, evidently.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Aiden. He was with Aiden. That's right. He was with Aiden recently. Mel was with Aiden.
Oh, I haven't done a video with Aiden yet.
You gotta contact him. He is fabulous.
Okay, cool. Well, yesterday, like you said, I did a video with Adrian from Red Lentil Healing and Tony from Shining Hawk, and we cracked up, you guys. It was funny. We had fun. It was funny.
And I'm with hilarious. I think she's got a great sense of humor.
She is, and I'm with my faves today, Danny and Sheila. And tomorrow I'm going to be Kevin Loving Vibration is going to be on my channel at 4 p.m. Eastern, and then Sunday night I'll be on Becca from Hearts of Lenormand with Johnny and Jen Lynn. I'll be their guest. So
dang, you're busy too.
And my tarot class is going good. We have class tonight and study on Sunday. And I have a grandson coming in March.
Your class?
My grandson, my new grandson is coming in a month. And then I've got my best grandma, Ever Cup, that I was just given. So that's what's going on with me.
Grandma is the best job ever. Ever.
All right. So what do you want to start out with? Let's take a look at the housing market. Well, people are still joining us. I did. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to say. I've got readings available. I think there's one slot for today. There's a bunch open on Saturday, and I think one slot tomorrow. So if you guys want a reading, go to the wayofpositivechange.com. Do you guys have readings available?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say your website. I'm sure.
Well, my website is underneath all of my videos, or if you go to my Facebook page, it's right at the top pinned as well. If you were looking for a reading as well. So.
And my website doesn't exist yet. So you just have to email me.
Email you.
Okay. All right. Now, where was it? Oh, I've read for several, actually, real estate agents in our area in Southwest Florida, not just where the hurricane hit, but the market has slowed. But there were a lot of people moving here, especially Danny and I were talking about it after COVID, and then over from the other coast, from Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And now the houses I've noticed are sitting, but also the people that the realtors that I've been talking to have saying that it's just slow. It's taking forever to sell. So let's take a look and see about the overall housing market in the United States. What's happening to it? Where is it sitting? How do we say that? Is it flowing? Is it going to increase, decrease? What happens to the housing market in the U.S.?
It's been so crazy because we've been on this crazy roller coaster, and for the last 15 years, prices have just skyrocketed, and we never had an adjustment. So because interest rates are going up all over the world, even the EU, I think, raised rates, and they're saying, we're not done. We're going to keep, they raised it 0.5 point, I think.
They're in a bit of recession, the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, Patricia and Terry are both printed the questions, so I don't know which one wants to take control today. So chat and let me know. Patricia and Terry, please.
So I just think that with these interest rates, people, they haven't experienced a down market in real estate, and they're kind of freaking out a little bit. So it takes a month to sell a house versus 3 days. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's kind of normal, isn't it? That it took a while to sell. So
here in Colorado, the market is the real estate market right now, because people are fighting over houses, and they'll put a bid in and they lose it. I mean, these houses are going like that.
Still, you think they are still?
Yeah, my son right now has his house on the market, and we're watching tons of people just in 2 days going and looking at it, making appointments to go look at it. And I mean, this is the second day, and it's already into the hundreds of people who are checking it out, looking at it, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
Denver's cranking. Denver is cranking.
Cranking here.
Yeah. So then what people are going to say is, oh, you priced it too low.
Well, that's the thing is, my house that I live in now, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but back 13 years ago, I bought it at a pretty good price. Right now, I'm paying taxes on that. My house is almost $500,000 now. And that's in Colorado Springs, Southern Colorado Springs. I can't, here in Colorado, if you go up a hill, it goes up, 200,000. You go down a hill, it gets cheaper. I'm at the bottom of the hill in the crevice. and it's going up. So yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
Well, who did their layout?
I already got my layout put in. I did actually Florida, because I knew what the market was for here. So I actually did Florida.
Okay.
And I literally got abundance, like they have an abundance of amount of houses to be sold. But the Page of Cups comes in and it talks about nobody's really qualifying. It's almost like the Page of Cups, like the immaturity is showing up to buy the houses and they're not qualifying for them. Their credit's not good. Something is skewed there. But the abundance of available houses is there. And I also got the Nine of Wands and the defending the territory, but there are also a lot of people are walking away from, I don't know what that means. I mean, they're defending their territory. Maybe Florida's defending their maybe political, there's something, and people are walking away from that as well. So there's two things going on: abundance, not enough credit. Too much political stuff, people are walking away. And then I have victory and defending. So I have war. So when the people are getting the houses and stuff like that, they're fighting for it. They're fighting for what they want or something. Or maybe the real estate laws or something in there is not coinciding. How can you be fighting and victory at the same time? It's really weird. Maybe Lori understands that most. And then I got the Hierophant people, and then the passionate and the lust. So they're thinking if they pray hard enough, they'll get a house. I don't know, but really, you know what I mean? They're like the Hierophant. They're just looking for like, I deserve a house because I'm spiritual or I'm religious type of a lust or an arrogance about it. So anyways,
I think too with interest rates, you're saying, they're when you said they're walking away and they're fighting, it feels like they're walking away, but then they have to like restructure the loan and redo all of that. And it's just a mess. And you're going back and forth with lenders, switching lenders, trying to figure out how to get somebody qualified when maybe they shouldn't be qualified.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense where they have a lot of red tape. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff that they're having to walk through and nobody's interested anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is in Florida. We could do each state, but this is in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's not an abundance of houses where I live that are available, but maybe there are in other places because I don't know about other places in Florida. I mean, I don't know what the market's doing other places. I also get that there is going to be buying and selling, but there's some people that are walking away from the rush, like Sheila said, like a year ago, it was boom, 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 and a lot of the lots have been sold. Wow, there's a big dark cloud that just came up there. The lots were selling like popcorn, just boom, 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 pop, 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 pop. So, but now there are offers. There are still people buying and selling, and trying to make agreements. But then I get the tower up at the top, so it's like, well, what's happening? Someone made the comment that you can't get insurance in Florida because so many insurance companies have left. Some insurance companies have left, but you can still get Citizens, so there's still insurance. I mean, everyone I know has insurance.
The red, yeah.
So it's still there. But so we're going to take a look at why this is. Is it because of the interest rates? Why do we get the tower? Maybe Danny can tell us.
Well,
what do you
the housing market
for the whole United States.
Yeah, that's what I pulled on too. I didn't get the tower. I got a lot of. It's interesting. I got the moving on card. I got the balance card with temperance. And at the top of the reading, I got the world. So it's not just a US thing, but it's the whole. It could be like the whole world is going through this, but because my question was US, it's the whole US, and it's just, for me, it's just doing the cyclical Wheel of Fortune thing. But there is we do have a hiccup or a surprise coming with the Queen of Cups. And I only pulled 6 cards, so the potential near future, and I was asking about 6 months, was that it's family money, the 10 of Pentacles. And I'm thinking that for the younger buyers, they're going to be leaning on their parents for down payments and financial help, and or people moving in, families moving in together to help this, to help balance things out in the housing market. It's funny that this is the only money card I got in the spread, and that's the 10 of Pentacles at the end.
You got the 10 of Pentacles at the end.
Yeah, at the potential near future, at the 6th.
So I mean, that's good, but it is families together, right? The littles and the elders, they're all in that 10 of Pentacles. And it's interesting that you say that, because I got that underneath the tower in the hopes and fears. So I think you're right about that. More people will move in with their elders, or bring, combine for expenses sake. So and then Curious Cindy, I posted, government shutdown affects mortgage lending ability. FHA, Fannie, Freddie, Mac. So do we want to look to see if will the economy be disrupted because it gets shut down?
Oof. I'm still shivering just even at the thought of, you know, the Republicans not lifting the debt ceiling. I don't see that happening. I don't feel it, but that's so scary that they're even playing with it.
Okay, so let's just ask if the government's going to shut down. What happens to the government funding? Is there a giant problem? Or let's ask it this way. Will there be a giant problem with a government shutdown, or will everything be okay? So that way, if we get the sun, we'll know it's going to be okay. And then, okay. Thank you, Michelle. That's very kind of you. Okay, so will there be a government shutdown and everything go kaplooey, or will everything be okay with government raising the debt ceiling?
Well, I got the interesting cards here.
Well, go for it.
Well, I did my situationals, and if anybody wants to find the situationals, these are it, and you can get them on Etsy. A lot of people ask about my situationals. And so I pulled the situationals, and the first card up was Archangel, Protection. So that was really good. But then we got gossip next, right? So the Republicans are using this as a weapon. They're gossiping. And then the history in the interview, talk and conserving, getting on the same page. So the history says that we work it out, everything's going to be okay, kind of a thing, which was really interesting to me. But the Archangel of Protection tells me right off the bat that everything is going to be okay, that the Republicans are using this as a weapon to get what they want. And history says that everything works out. And I also got the New Beginning and the Fool and the Death card. With Temperance. But ending of their BS, you know what I mean? Ending of their, because I got the Fool, the New Beginning, the Fool, the ending of the fools, stopping the fools.
And then I get the Death card. So it's going to be okay.
Yeah, Temperance is the balance of it. So the fools are going to be stopped.
Danny, okay, what did you get, Danny? Okay, well, I don't like the Death card as an outcome for that. Unless it's the end
Sheila
of being
said. It was just funny the way that it just kind of laid out there. Anyway, I got everything the same that Sheila did except the Death card. So I didn't get the Fool. I didn't get the Death card. But I got that they're working really hard with it, with the 8 of Pentacles. And I got the Illusion Delusion, 7 of Cups, which is they're just going to be throwing up this smoke screen. And I got the Empress. They're going to come up with something, and I'm not saying the Republicans, but they're going to come together with something that's going to be productive. There's something that's being planned right now that they've got going. I got the strength card and I've got the celebration card. So yes, it is going to be okay. And there is going to be a giving and receiving with the Six of Pentacles. So the Democrats are going to come up and say, yeah, we're gonna allow or do something that the Republicans want to get this passed. So it's just not going to be, we're not doing anything, raise the debt ceiling. I think the Democrats are going to give a little bit so that we don't have a tower moment or a death moment.
Okay, well, I get the High Priestess and the Eight of Cups. So somebody walks away. Of course, they had their talk yesterday and they both acted like, well, I think it can be productive, blah, blah, blah. But there's still a big problem. And this is McCarthy. Habita, 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 habita. You know, he's just going to, he's going to try some fancy footwork. He's going to try to word something inside of something or slip something inside of something or slip Biden a Mickey, or I don't know what he's gonna do. And then it's like they tried to put it together, and there's still a problem, and they have to wait, and some people are still being bullies and jerks, and then there's another meeting that. What card did you get for the celebration?
Four of Wands.
Okay, so I got that as well.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to ask. I didn't recognize the card. So that means they have to go back to the drawing board. They have to go back to the drawing room. They may have to have a vote. You know, they may have to have a vote in a specific building. But I'd say the outcome cards are okay, but they're going to try. Those bad people are going to try bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to use their very famous manipulating skills.
Yeah, and then it's going to stall for a little bit. All right.
But yeah, I don't see it. You know, so Sheila was the only one that had some kind of sudden, you know, that death card scares me, Sheila.
Yeah,
no, it was a death
stall. Maybe they put an end to a program.
Well, I think it was the end to the foolishness.
Okay.
Okay, end to the
King was right next to the Fool.
So it was right next to the
foolishness.
Yeah.
Because my outcome card was the Temperance.
Oh, then okay, got it.
So.
Okay. All right. So
this whole thing just scares me that they're even playing with it, because it could be so destructive for everybody. So
yeah,
not just the U.S.
Well,
okay. Let's take a look at Nikki Haley. She's going to have she's going to make an announcement. She's going to throw her hat in the ring to run against Trump. Try to be a Republican nominee for president. She's going to put her hat in the ring for president. Is she going to be successful with this?
And then I think the question we should ask is what is the Orange Menace? What's he going to come out with and say about her?
Well, he already posted that he reran a clip of when she said to reporters, when they asked her if she would run, if Trump is the nominee, if she would run against him, she said she wouldn't. So he posted that.
Oh.
Someone posted it for him. Whoops.
Well, I think the Republicans are very, very used to double talking at this point. That doesn't deter them one bit.
No. It's like breathing.
Yep. All right, so Nikki Haley, does she have any success with her presidential run?
Okay.
Guess who moved to my city, y'all?
Who moved to your city?
Madison Cawthorn.
Yay!
Man, oh my gosh, these are horrible pictures for her. Horrible cards for her. What'd you guys get? Let somebody else go.
You know that death card and the fool card you got? Yeah, I got that. Well, I didn't. Nikki Haley's card got that. So here's the Emperor. Here's success right next to the Emperor. So I think this was more of, yes, she had some success with this. I think she is going to get in there and announce yes, but it's followed up very quickly with some new strategy, the death card. Below the death card is the Fool card. And then she's going to need to take a timeout. It's going to be really, I think, kind of short-lived because she's got the Four of Swords. And this is a different, this is my Los Garibo deck. So she's not on a coffin or a sarcophagus, but she is taking a timeout. She is going to have to replan, rethink, and get recentered in her foolish ways. So,
Okay. Well, all right, go Sheila. What do you have?
So here's something really, really weird that just kind of came into my whatever.
Extra weird in your
Yeah,
head?
extra weird. Like, yeah, weirder than weird.
Weirder than normal thinking for Sheila.
It is. I got the feeling that she's being pushed into something she doesn't want to do.
oh,
I literally, yeah, the tower, like she didn't want to do it. This is like coming into the whole situation. She is up, she's like turmoil over it, right? And then they're lying to her, you'll win, the Wheel of Fortune, but her Ten of Swords shows up right in the middle of it. I mean, I literally got stress and all of that. So as I'm reading these and she's juggling her emotions, I have to do this because they're threatening me. I need to do this because of this. They're pushing this. There's something wrong. There's something really wrong with her announcing this and achieving the first stage. Like there's something that they need her to need her to do, and they know that they can make her do it. So that's what I mean. I got something really weird, that there's something really wrong with this thing.
who would be pushing her?
Someone's trying to get her to do something. I would agree with Sheila there because I got the strengths card where they're trying to control her, and her optimism sort of goes on its side. Like why does her star go on its side? Now she wasn't really sure at first. Then they told her, yes, get in, like Sheila said. And she thinks, when she first starts off, she's like, okay, well, maybe this can turn out okay. But then there's a moral issue and there's something that she did, and then she gets judgment. So, she sort of gets stuck here. And I have the Seven of Swords at the bottom. So something fishy. There's a fish in there.
Something. Yeah, there's
a skanky fish in there. Something. I mean, it looks all right. There's a problem. Then there's a moral issue, and then there's judgment. So.
Yeah, it doesn't look right, does it? It doesn't look.
Right or wrong, or yeah. Maybe she has hidden documents. What position did she hold? Secretary of. What was she?
UN ambassador, I think.
What did you guys get? She was a governor. of South Carolina,
Yeah.
ambassador to the United Nations for 2 years.
There's something's weird. Oh, well, when we get to him, we'll talk about it. Whoa, my chair just.
And you said, Lori, that there was some moral issue.
Yeah, there's some sort of moral, something either she does or her belief, there's judgment cast at her.
Do you think that maybe she and Lindsey Graham?
Lindsey Graham?
Isn't he from South Carolina?
Yeah.
When she was the governor of South Carolina.
Maybe she's trans. Is that where?
Maybe he has something on her.
Yeah.
I don't
okay.
know. But yeah. So what'd you get?
Me? Already read.
You did?
Yeah.
Where was I?
I don't know, but I put my cards away. But there's where I think she's going.
Oh, that's right, death. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, because I had the death and the fool card.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I can't get over this Google picture. McConnell is taking Rick Scott off a committee, and I'm like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah, that's the Republican way. Punish. Come for me, I punish.
And
All right.
and Omar, is she gonna? Are they gonna take her off? I mean, that's just.
Yeah.
You can have. Yeah, you can have different beliefs. Well, no, you can't. But you should be able to have different beliefs without.
That's not the Republican way. It's not the Republican way.
Yeah.
All right, Danny, you had a climate change question about the rivers in the west part of the Colorado River and
the
Mississippi
River. So, I mean, we just had a couple, like a month of atmospheric rivers coming into California. So, replenish some of our reservoirs and such like that. But the Colorado River supplies water to 4 or 5 states. And they have been divided. Each state gets a certain amount of the Colorado River. And even down into Mexico, they get some. It's allocated. But that allocation is way out of date, and they need to update it. And the federal government said, you states need to get your act together and figure this out. Otherwise, we're going to step in because there isn't enough water for Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, California, and Mexico. So,
somebody just posted that Utah is 200% snowpacked. So you guys are going to get that.
Yeah.
So your question is,
are we going to have major water issues, lack of water
in California or just all of the U.S.?
In the western states? And the Mississippi is, a major artery for transporting goods. That is way low. I mean, barges can't go down the Mississippi. You can't have 2 barges crossing each other because the water's too low.
Okay, so let's take a look at that.
At the rivers of the U.S.
The rivers of the western, the wibbles or the west? Will the wibbles wobble?
With the wibbles?
All right, the rivers of the western United States.
Well, right off the bat, the first card I got was steady progress, which is on the up.
Yeah.
What hinders it? Why do I have a King of Cups?
Hmm.
Diplomacy. Mm.
Mhm.
Diplomacy. What hinders all of that is people people wanting this and wanting that in diplomacy, and we got to even this out, and we got to, structure this and make sure everybody is good to go and all of that, and that's what's hindering all of this stuff. Nothing is natural.
Mm.
So what happens to them?
Well, I get the Chariot, and I get the Ten of Pentacles. So the moving forward because of money, they get some sort of money. The Knight of Pentacles shows up. People with money get it, and then the people who don't have money or poverty, they get lack of. So it's literally going to come. That's horrible. Literally the people in the countries and the states and the cities that have money get the water. People who do not, the lower, they get nothing. What do you guys got? I tap into weird crap all the time.
Go ahead, Danny. Did anyone type up the question? Did I just not miss it? Did I just not see it, rather? Okay, so go ahead, Danny. What did you get for what
So
happened?
I didn't get as weird a crap as Sheila got. I got that it's going to be okay, that we're going to come to some kind of agreement with this. I've got Temperance and then the Ace of Swords, so they're going to come up with something new that is going to bring some balance. There's going to be some lawsuits about this, but I did get the Lovers card, and I got the Hierophant card as well. So the government and the states are going to come together. And for the final outcome, I got the Sun. But when I pulled this Hierophant in California, the Central Valley, the largest landholder in this area, it's all farmland, and that's where a lot of the water goes. And it's just wasted. It's open irrigation. But the Mormon church owns most of that land. And that's kind of scary. And what they do with that land, it's not good for the land. They put a lot of pesticides in it. They put plastic all over it to heat the land and kill everything. It's kind of yucky. And that, when I pulled that, that's what I thought of. But I think we are going to come together, and I think it's going to be okay, but there's going to be some lawsuits and a new way of allocating this.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've done a couple readings on that plot of land that is being leased to the Saudis to send alfalfa. They're growing alfalfa there. They're using the water. They're leasing it, and they're sending the alfalfa back for their cattle to eat to Dubai and Saudi. And that should be a big no-no, because that's taking up a lot of the water. So I have big problems with that. They killed some of the old rules I'm getting. They annihilated some of the old rules. Greed is front and center, and it's almost going to be like a land grab. It's just going to be they're rushing. The greedy people are rushing. They want it all for themselves, but there's going to be heavy litigation. So there will be legal suits, like you saw, Danny. So this is going to go to the courts. It's going to go to the court. Judge, here come the judge.
Here come the judge. Yeah.
All right, and then Sheila wanted to ask about George, Katari Rivachea, Santos, Anthony, Devolder.
AKA
Katari Rivachea.
Yeah.
Katari Rivachea is
Well, I can't wait to see who writes this up in the little post.
Right, the timestamp.
George Santos, aka Katari Rivachea, and Anthony Devolder.
Anthony Devolder. AKA who knows?
Just he stopped. Okay, he took himself off his committees, but now will he be taken out quickly? FBI is going to investigate the Ponzi scheme. He's already in trouble in Brazil because he cashed checks. He wrote bad checks on from a checkbook that belonged to an elderly person that his mother was caring for, and he stole the checks. So then he thought he'd just come to the United States and become a senator. I mean, a congressman.
Yeah, I mean, the Republican Party where he fits. So here's the thing too that they just found out. Now, all I'm going off is of what I just heard that they. So I haven't gotten into a time that I can go confirm this, but the rumor is that they have proven that he had the money that they were trying to find was literally from a Russian oligarch's relative, a Russian oligarch that was sanctioned, and then a relative is who paid that money. So that is also out into the news. On that, I haven't had time to go confirm that, but that's what they were saying. So if that's true, that's big trouble. Especially if they could prove that. So let's see if he actually gets the legal trouble. I wonder. I mean, he took himself out of the committees. Now,
did he? I don't know if he. I mean, because everything he says is a lie. So if he goes, I took myself, that's BS. He didn't take himself out.
Maybe they're like, we have to vet you and we can't prove who you are and you can't come on our committee. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like the Republicans could care less. They need a body and a vote. They care less about anything else.
McCarthy's going, we can't lose him. We can't lose any more people.
No votes. Yeah, we can't lose a vote. Can't lose a vote. It's that.
Because remember what they did? They said you have to be present to vote in Congress. And one of the Republicans fell off a ladder or something, and he's in the hospital. So one's gone. They can't have Santos gone. So
yeah, they're losing them. Yeah, one right after another here.
So what's the question?
All right. So will he be removed? He's being investigated, but will he be removed soon?
Okay.
From Congress.
Yeah, Dr. Nancy living co-creatively. She also said that she read the same thing where they talked about Santos, the lenders from the oligarch's money, but the oligarch's money was from like a relative. So an oligarch that was sanctioned, a relative, that's how they get away with it, right? They start outsourcing it to the family members, the ones that are not sanctioned. Mm-hmm. And that's where the money came from. Yeah. He claimed that it was from him that he gave it, but he can't prove that where he got that money from. You know what I mean? So where'd you guys go?
You go, Danny.
Wow.
Okay. Well, first card I got is the 8 of Cups walking away. The last card I got is the 10 of Swords. But again, in this deck, this person is walking away from all the swords that are being stabbed at him. He's going. I mean, he's just leaving. I feel. I hope it kind of stays because he's so funny. He adds such a comic relief to it.
It is pretty funny.
Not to the people in New York, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure it isn't.
And to the people kind of watching our government, it's very sad. But every time he gets up there, it's like, really? it's anyway. Yeah, I have him going. There's a choice though. Here, the first 3 cards, this kind of explains it. So he's walking away, but there is a choice to be made, but the government, it's just what we were talking about. McCarthy wants his vote and needs his vote, but he's gone.
He gone.
He gone.
What did you get, Sheila?
Well, my first, I only drew a few cards. My first one was Justice and the Ace of Wands. Bam!
Ow!
He
Ow!
gets hit over the head with some serious justice from the Ace of Wands. And I got the Ten of Swords too going forward. He's really, really worried about it. There's going to be a judge, and there's going to be a party. You know, the judge and some learning experience in this judge, and how he's going to handle it is going to be really weird. And of course, coming into it, the lies, the deceit, the everything. And I just drew some situationals, like what is Kevin McCarthy going to be doing about it, and it's going to trigger a race for his place, and the writing in the diary. This is going to go down in history. Like this is going to be a great thing, but they're embarrassed and they're threatened. So that's what I got. I think that those first two cards tell me all I need to know, that he's going to get hit with some serious justice.
Yeah.
Yep. I get, but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
They're going to put a spotlight on him, and there's going to be more about this Katari Rivachea name. Okay. Some other things he's done in the limelight. So he's going to get, the spotlight's going to truly be on him in these next few weeks. It's going to be a lot of headlines, and they're going to find out more, and then there's separation. So I don't think as this comes out, he's broken every moral. Do morals even apply to them? No, they don't. But it comes crashing down. There's just more information coming and coming and coming. So I guess he's not leaving right away. They're still investigating. It's ongoing investigating, and then hopefully I'll pull a card. Hopefully let's see. Then does he go soon? Does he get completely removed? Oh, he's still working. Did either one of you get a quick thing, like he's out quickly, or no?
No, but let's look into that. I mean, we really didn't kind of ask that.
Okay. Will it be quick? Will his removal?
I mean, far be it for me to stop my enemies from making stupid mistakes. I mean, really.
Let's see if he gets removed quickly. Will the timing be quickly to remove George Anthony Santos Devolder?
I'm going to do the next 3 months.
Katari Rivachea. It would be the next few months.
Oh, well, that's
What'd
weird.
you get?
I literally got fast moving, rest, and new job. So, and I did the next 3 months. So in the next 3 months, he'll have to do something different. So they're trying to do it quickly. The rest is probably you're going to be doing nothing. And then the third month, he'll be looking for a new job. So if my cards are right, you know how timing is, it sucks sometimes, but sorry, dogs. In the next 3 months. So we're looking at February, March, April, maybe May or June. What do you guys think?
Interesting. June, maybe. Okay. So what did you get, Danny?
So I pulled 3 as well. First month I got, really glary. Trust me, this is the card I got. Ace of Cups. The second card is the 4 of Cups, second month. And the third month is the Hanged Man. So he's looking at something, the first month, some new emotional stuff is coming up that is going to cause him a lot of sorrow. And there's going to be an offer that's being made that he's not looking at in the second month. And in the third month, I agree with Sheila, he's going to be looking at things from a different perspective. So he's upside down. he's going to be looking at possibly a new job or something. So,
but is that your outcome card? So does that mean there's a little delay before it happens, or does it happen quickly?
well, I didn't get any. These two cards are pretty stagnant. So I don't see him actually leaving, but he's looking at something from a different point of view, although he is suspended. So maybe he's suspended from Congress, but he is in a suspension mode. But I don't know. I'm seeing that he's.
You think he just gets stuck on one of those dancing poles upside down? Do you think he just...
Ooh, skewered, you mean?
Ooh,
no. Disco balls just keep going around and around.
Yeah. I mean, his dancing name is his drag name is Katari Rivachea. Maybe he gets stuck on the pole.
Yeah.
Maybe he was better as a drag queen, and there's nothing wrong with being a drag queen. Maybe he was better at it.
No, I disagree. No, he was. And no offense,
he could. His makeup was horrible as a drag queen, so he's like, come on, bump that. I don't know, but maybe over there they didn't have to wear as much makeup. I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so there's some legal stuff, but as with anything, legal stuff they're charging at him, they're trying to get him, but legal things take time. We hear that there's going to be investigations quickly, things are announced quickly, but then there's secrets. Oh, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
But they're trying to keep him. They're trying to chain him to the pole.
Yeah.
Over there. Different pole. Different place. Okay.
I wonder if his people, so McCarthy's thing says his people voted him in, so I have to honor what their people, but his people now are going, we didn't vote in this guy, we voted in the other guy. So if you can provide us with that guy, we'll go for it. But this one, we didn't vote in. And so who knows what kind of power they'll actually have.
All right, let's change gears just a smidgen. We'll ask a couple more questions. France, Macron's in some hot water because there are protests going on everywhere because he says he is raising the retirement age from 62 to 64, and the French residents are very angry and they're saying that's not okay. And he's saying even it's 64, it's better than the US or other major countries because there's a 65. They had to dispatch 4,000 police officers. The railways have been disrupted, transportation. So, and he says it's non-negotiable. It's just non-negotiable because they have to balance the budget. So let's see what happens. Does Macron are they going to pick him up and take him out of there with a claw, or maybe they'll put him in a claw machine like the My Pillow Man did on Jimmy Kimmel. They'll put him in the claw machine.
Why would you even agree to go into a claw machine on Jimmy Kimmel?
He did it.
I know he did. I'm like, what is going on in that crackhead of his? Is he still on crack?
They'll get Santos to go in the claw machine next. Okay, so let's see. They just want to be on TV. All right, so let's see. Yeah. Macron, is he going to be taken out? Are they going to oust him? Are they going to take him out? Will he rescind? Will he change his mind? What's going to happen to Macron?
And he has the final say in that?
He's saying it's non-negotiable.
Wow. Okay.
I don't ever get good stuff on him. He's got secrets. He's and I think Trump's got some of his stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the other. I want to know. Okay. We're going to ask about Bedminster next. So they're going to have a big problem. I'm getting the tower all over this. And we're not talking Eiffel Tower. We're talking, they're going to put them up there and, I don't know, for entertainment purposes only.
I got that the emotions are going to overflow and he's going to have a burden to deal with. I also got the moon. There's a lot of underlying stuff going on. But if unfortunately, it does go through. That's what I got.
It goes through?
I get that it goes through and eventually. Like there's a lot, but I get the sun at the end. And I get the King of Swords, and I get the Three of Cups. So I don't know but I got the fear of it, but I get that eventually at the end something goes through.
Okay, what did you get, Danny?
Maybe the people win. Anyways, what'd you guys get? Maybe you guys get.
It's funny. The very first card I pulled was the Battle, the Five of Wands. Just nobody's liking this, and it's being challenged by the King of Cups, which I'm not sure that that's him, but he's trying to save something of France. I also got the Tower card. I got the Ten of Wands, the burden, wanting to go back to a simpler way with the Six of Cups. And in the potential near future, I got Judgment. So he's going to be judged as what he did. And as we move around, I did a full cross spread on it. The last three cards I got, he's going to pull something sneaky to get this through with the Empress card. And what's that going to do? It's going to cause death. So not physically, but I think he's going to pull this and, and set it up. And it's going to be kind of a secret how he did this. And it's going to be the end of him politically.
Okay. All right. Well, I get unrest. Like there's going to be a huge problem. I mean, they're madder than murder hornets. Let's face it. And then he's going to change something. I don't know what he's going to do, but then I got like what Sheila got, and in the end, Danny, what you got, and then some. But you got the death card. It's going to be the end of him, but somehow he changes something where he's still standing here. So, but he goes through all of this first.
Yeah.
And these are majors, So he'll come out with the money. Somehow he's grifting with I don't know what he's doing to get all this cash.
Yeah.
So, and maybe that's how he gets his freedom with the Sun card, Sheila, because he's bad. And some people are saying, oh, Le Pen was worse. Well, yeah, he was the lesser of the two. You could only vote for one or the other, right?
Right.
When it came down to their election. All right. I want to ask, are we ever going to see Bedminster be searched or the Trump Hotel, the Trump Tower, or the Bedminster? Are we going to see it? Is there a warrant being served? Are they going to do it? Are we going to see it?
When I heard that the Biden houses, how many houses does he have?
I don't know. I'm sure he's got one neighboring Epstein's, wherever that was on that island. I'm sure he's got one there too.
And does he have a Corvette for each of the houses that he owns?
He doesn't drive a Corvette. He doesn't.
No, he's talking. She thinks you're talking about Trump. He's talking about Biden.
Biden. How many houses does Biden have?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's all of them now, hopefully.
Yeah. Because as soon as I heard that they were checking all of his houses, I said they're going to start looking into or trying to look into Trump's houses.
Well, I want to see, are they, I mean, sure, I'm sure they have to get a warrant and they have to, it has to be the FBI, but are we going to see it? I want to know, are we going to see it? Will they ever be searched? Bedminster and.
I didn't even know that Biden had a Corvette or he liked those kind of cars.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how one president just, I got this and I have this, and he's just so boastful, and then all of a sudden, 80 something years, I had no idea that Biden liked little race cars. Yeah, I don't think Trump ever has had a license.
Because that's what he likes to drive vets. Because when he goes to the car shows, for the electric vehicles, he wanted to do the Corvette, and he did a truck too. He rode in a truck too.
Yeah. GM's going to give him one of those new E-Vets.
Yeah.
I bet.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
I'm getting such crazy cards here. I want to see what you've got.
I am too. I'm trying to get some comments or some sense around it. But the only thing, I've been getting weird stuff all day. The one thing that is coming up the most is like I got the 9 of Cups, right? Wishes fulfilled. I thought, well, yeah, we're gonna see them, but I also got lustful, and I got creativeness. Like how Trump blocks everything from happening.
Yep.
Like the creativeness of it. And then I got the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords is that hiding, that betrayal, that defeat of that. And then everything goes dormant for a while, like we all forget about it, like the United States does. But they're hardworking. I mean, behind the scenes, they're hardworking. The people who have been going after this, the people who are assigned to these type of things, they're not going to let it go. And eventually, but I don't see anything anytime soon, because the judges and the lawyers, this mitigates forever.
What did you get, Danny? So she's getting a this takes forever thing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's it will take forever because it's Trump and he's a master at making it drag out. I do think that there are some. I am seeing some documents there, and I do see them moving with the chariot, moving forward with this, but Trump is going to throw up. He's going to be defending himself with the 9 of Wands. He is holding on to something. But I also have the Knight of Swords up at the top that is going to bring some kind of legal action. And the final outcome cards I got were the 5 of Pentacles, which is loss. The Page of Wands, they're going to be doing their investigations, and the Fool card. And I'm not sure what I'm getting with that Fool card. Is it like the investigation was fooled and that they didn't find something, or
journey?
He already had everything removed.
Yeah, or I'm not.
A long journey is what I kind of got with the Fool. You know how it's a long journey.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? They're all over the place, and that's what we get when we get on Trump anyway.
Because that's what he's doing. He's just defending himself with that 9 of Wands. So even though there's legal challenges with this, and maybe it's the long journey.
It is a long journey. It's good.
But it's sad. Either way, you got the 5 of Pentacles. It's such loss. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm getting litigation, and it's all lawyered up. He's all lawyered up. He wants to put this to bed, to end it, and yet there's secrets. There's secrets all over the place. So I think I think he had things moved. I think he really worked on it. It's like, get it out. I don't care where you put it. Get it out of there. Do it now. Do it. So,
Yeah.
okay.
I agree.
Diva369, I did a reading on DeJoy. I don't know if it was with you guys or not. And I got that he's going really fast. It's going very soon. It's going very soon.
Yeah.
All right. So we just would, do either one of you have another fun gossip question or anything funny? Because we're over the hour. And I would like to ask something funny, but I'd also like to ask what you get for the overall energy for all of us for February.
Let's do a groundhog question, but I have no idea what the Groundhog Day question would be.
Well, it could be, are we going to have more? I mean, Texas is literally encased in ice.
It's like, in their hearts and in their minds.
No.
And Ted Cruz wishes all the Texans to stay warm.
Yeah.
He's going to buy a ticket for everyone to go to Cancun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what that's what he says he's going to do.
All right. So because it's Groundhog Day and because Danny likes groundhogs.
Let's see if we're going to have a longer winter.
Are we going to have a longer winter? Is it going to be tough? Are we going to have some icky stuff in February? And I think I don't see Beth Cat in here. Someone tell me, is it bad in Tennessee too now today? I think it was supposed to move into.
I have videotape of us on the 4th of July camping in the mountains, and it was snowing that day. Now
I don't remember us being there.
Me either.
Well, I'm sorry. Did I wipe your memory again? That witch in me is so powerful. Dang it. All right, let's see if we're going to have more cold winters.
Big weather in the US.
Well, it says I got literally 2 cards. It says the bravery and the courage to go forward.
With weather?
With weather, yeah. King of Swords, bravery and the courage to endure, to go forward. And then I got the 9 of Pentacles, which is material wealth. That means the weather has a lot more to come. Luxury, security, luxury, gratitude, and then I got public recognition and victory. So I think we are going to have some more storms.
I do too. I got the 5 of Cups, loss. I got the Moon, sort of big, and the Hanged Man, which is going to put us all in suspension. So with this Moon card, watch out for the full moon. Maybe there's going to be something around that timing.
The full moon is in a couple of days.
Couple of days. Yeah.
On the 5th. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I just see more sadness and weather sadness. So it's going to be rough, I think.
Oh, please snow me into my home. Please. Oh, please.
Okay, there's Beth Cat, snow you into your home. No. Okay, I do believe there's going to be a couple of places that get really hit and they're just like, we weren't prepared for this. Uh-oh, it's a little worse than what we thought. We're going to have to, we weren't looking. How did that pop up out of nowhere? Where the hell did that come from? And then they have to empower themselves and everybody's got to pitch in and do the work. So there's going to be an issue.
Right. And so again, we say this so much, or at least I do. Go out and get prepared. Make sure you have all your flashlights, your batteries, that your needs for if something happens and you're on your own for a week, make sure you have enough food, water. It's super important to have all this stuff set up before it happens.
I agree, and Mystery Achiever, and I've got it's called a Blue Eddy now. I've got one of those, and then another friend of mine helped me with an angel thing for your car, where it's a charger thing. But the biggest thing I've learned from after being hit by Hurricane Ian is that, you know, Hurricane Ian came September 28th. And Texas Paul did a big thing on Midas Touch on DeSantis and why he's doing all this CRT and hauling books out of Florida and the schools and everything. It's because he doesn't want people to know how badly he failed with Hurricane Ian. There are no FEMA trailers here. There are none. There might be maybe one in all of Lee County. And we took the direct hit. They're saying they can't put them in a flood zone. Well, okay, so if you can't put them in a flood zone, put them somewhere else where you can put them. How about that? How about you send something? So you guys don't think that FEMA's coming to help you, because they are not coming. They're not coming. And DeSantis, and he put his wife in, and watch that Texas Paul video, you guys. He is on it. He put his wife Casey in charge of that. Florida Cares, or they saved up I don't know how many million. Well, I'm telling you, that didn't help the people around here. That didn't help the beaches and the islands here. So it's not happening. So what Danny said is make sure that you are prepared. Get a generator, get solar powered generator, get whatever you need, because FEMA is not coming to help you. They're not coming. And he has failed miserably. All right, so after that sad note, so there's going to be more tough weather. And somebody gets it that's not expecting it. That's what I get. Yeah. Where do you think it is specifically? Did you get a feel on?
I got Midwest to East.
Okay. All right.
I get a feeling of, you know, how some people expect, let's say Alaska, it's normal for them to get the abundance of snow and stuff like that, but they're not getting it. Somebody who is not expecting, like we usually have mild winters around here, this is normal, they're the ones going to get it. Yeah. I can't say like who, this, that, and the other, but that's the feel of it. Like it's, the whole energy has been flipped. That's the only thing I can explain it.
I was talking to a neighbor who said, and she's from Peru, and she said that down in Ecuador, that there used to be a time where the northern weather never went below the equator, and now the northern weather, it's like they're mixing up, which I never heard that before. But if that's the case, you know, just our weather's getting all mixed up. And it doesn't really matter where it is, because in California, we got stranded here for probably 4 days, which isn't huge. But if you weren't ready for it and you didn't have enough food or water, or we lost power, you know, it wasn't any kind of hurricane, but we were locked in. Our roads were flooded out. There was no way for us to leave this little town. So, yeah, and FEMA didn't show up till, oh yeah, they're still not here.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, the government won't show up and won't look at it for, you know, at least 3 weeks. So, yeah, anyway.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, and then Beyond the Stars, Spirits Beyond the Stars said there's like 400,000 people without electric in the UK right now.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So, all right, let's just look at, so now let's try to find a positive note. So you guys take it from us. Make sure that, hey, Kevin's Love and Vibration. Make sure that you have make sure that your pantry is stocked. Make sure that you've got some sort of battery ability to charge and power up and clean water. And so, you know, get a water barrel, collect the rainwater, take all the steps, do all the steps that you need to take, and make sure that you've got a grill, a hibachi, or any kind of, make sure you got stuff, you guys. Help yourself, because the cavalry is not coming. All right.
Pretend like you are going to go camping for a year.
Yeah, prepare.
Yeah.
That's how you prepare, like you're going to go camping.
Sleeping bags, water purification. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I went ahead and drew for the collective for
Okay.
here, and I do have some rough spots. It's going to be cyclical. I have the Wheel of Fortune and I got the Eight of Swords, so it's going to be cyclical. It's like good, bad, good, bad. So just be prepared. That's just the message from Spirit. Just remember that at some point in time, it's going to look like the worst thing, but it's going to cycle around and it's going to be okay. It's not going to stay there. And then I got the Two of Pentacles and the Star, and I'd got my Celtic cards out. And in the Two of Pentacles, she has help. She's trying to decide what she wants to do in life. She's young, she's beautiful, she has everything that she wants. And the gift in the Star, the gift is that we have choices. Remember that we have choices in this world, and that we if we're vigilant enough, all choices are positive. And so just remember that as well. And we also got the Nine of Wands, where you're walking there and you think everything is bleak. Remember, you are magical and you can get through anything.
You are magical and you can get through anything.
You're magical and you can get through anything.
There you go.
There we go. I like that.
What do your angels and guides have to say, Danny, for the month of February for everyone?
Well, I am using 7 oracles and galactic heritage deck. So I pulled 4. The first one I got is, what is this? Sacred Reverence. And this is all about taking care of ourselves and our planet, and not forgetting our heart space when we're in this chaotic world that we're in. Just get grounded and stay within our heart space. But this is also speaking of space. And the second card I got is open to discoveries. So we're going to be, if we let go of this 3D strife that we're all focused in on, to Satan and Trump and blah, blah, blah. And if we get grounded and open up, we're going to see some amazing galactic stuff. So I got 2 cards with stars all in them. So I had to pull my galactic card. And what it said was, embrace your family. So stay in your community that we can grow and thrive in. And then I got the Beyond Wisdom card. So we're going to be opened up a lot, where we're going to be experiencing a lot more new things. It's not scary, but it should be just like amazing. And with all this new stuff coming in, we shouldn't have fear about it. We should just have a sacred reverence and be open to it.
Yep. There you go. I like that. Sacred reference. I like that.
I do too. I like that. Sacred reverence. Let's say that one more time. Sacred reverence around your decisions. Yep.
Okay. So I get that information comes rapidly. Okay. In the month of February. It just shifts and changes very quickly. This could be, and there's some power struggles here, and there's a bunch of stuff that kind of like, is there a little recession, or is everybody going to be okay? And they're saying, love your family. Like, just get with your tribe, plan, do the things that you need to do. Temperance card, right? And every sharing is caring. There could be a little bit of emotional stuff going on, but I think we're good. They're just saying, like what you guys said, take care of yourself and your tribe.
Yeah.
And be grateful, but also, be prepared. Just take care of yourself. I mean, this was a huge thing. I mean, we've had lots of brushes with, hurricanes before, but we took an extreme, just like you did, Danny. So it was a huge wake-up call to see what actually takes place and what doesn't happen. So
right.
You just have to take care of your tribe. There's a lot of messages, but
and the thing with you that you went through, your house physically was was okay, right? You weathered it, but your neighbor next probably not. So it can hit like individual pockets. You never know where it's going to hit. So
Yes. Thank you, Carolyn Pooler. That's very sweet of you.
thank
Yeah,
you.
it does. Both. I have one neighbor on the east side that needs the new roof, and two on the, I said that backwards, two on the east side, one on the west side. My son needs a new roof. My ex-husband and his wife need a new roof. My daughter-in-law's parents were flooded and have to do the roof. So it's everybody. I just got a new roof, so I'm okay. And I just got all my screens replaced and my fence is gone. And so that cost quite a bit of money, but
What about your
I'm very
hibiscus
grateful.
bush?
What's that?
What about your hibiscus bush?
I paid someone to take it out. It was way too big.
Yeah.
Even after my son cut it at the base, they still had to cut it. They still had to cut it in pieces on my driveway. It just was too big, so I had to pay for it.
Wow. Abundance and hibiscus. That's Lori. She had abundance in the hibiscus.
Well,
area.
it was a bougainvillea.
Oh, bougainvillea. Yeah.
Huge. So the thorns made big problems too. It was not a pleasant thing. Anyway, it's all good. I'm very grateful. We need to remain in that reverence.
Wait a minute. Breaking news. Who is this Immers Dwarfor?
Eunice Dwumfer
has been shot to death in her own car. She was a councilman of New Jersey.
Ooh, prayers for her and her family.
Wolf.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Yeah. All right, so take care of your tribe. Be prepared. Someone's going to get hit with some weather that they weren't expecting, but it's all going to be good. And I'm thank you guys. I am in reverence and gratitude for the both of you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for hosting us. Next month it'll be on my channel.
Okay, I would like to do that. And I want to say thank you to Terry and Patricia. And thank you for the super chats and all the moderators. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next month.
Yes.
Right? And I'll see you tomorrow with Kevin. And you guys all have new videos coming out too.
Yeah.
And if you want to go to Mount Shasta with Danny.
Yes, I do.
Email me.
At
Shays Fools Tarot at Gmail.
I'm going to text you.
Text me.
shaysfooltarot@gmail. Oh, thank you.
I'll lurk on your site, and if somebody says send me your email, I'll put the email in the chat, in the comments.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Much love to everyone. Be safe. Be kind.
All right.
Live in reverence. What was it? Something reverence? What was it?
Sacred reverence.
Sacred reverence are the two key words for February.
That's right. Sacred reverence.
So
and all of your actions.
Go deep, you guys. Thank you, Aikida. All right. Take care.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.